Welcome to The Explainer. Manifestation meditations, they can sometimes feel a little bit out there, right? Kind of mystical. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to take a popular 10-minute guided meditation and break it down step by step to show you the actual mechanics of how it's supposed to work. So yeah, a lot of people talk about manifestation, but what are the actual concrete steps? What are you really doing during one of those guided sessions? That's what we're digging into. We're going to lay out the precise formula this one meditation follows, from setting a goal to creating that powerful feeling, and then how you're supposed to let it all go. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the foundation, the one thing you absolutely have to get right before you even begin. Then we'll walk through the 4 main steps, getting the body relaxed, building that vision in your mind, actually feeling it become real, and then the final crucial step, letting go and trusting. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. Before the relaxing music starts or anything, there's a bit of homework. And honestly, this is probably the most critical piece of the whole puzzle, setting a crystal clear intention. We're not talking about a vague wish or a fuzzy idea. Nope. This practice requires you to know exactly what you're aiming for. And this is totally non-negotiable for the process. Having this specific, well-defined goal is the absolute starting point. Think of it like this. Without a clear target, all the other steps don't really have a direction. It's like you're programming a very precise address into your mental GPS before you even start the car. You got to know where you're going. Now, here's a really interesting insight. The meditation makes a point to say that you should do this often. So that tells you something right away. This isn't being framed as some one-and-done magic wand you wave. It's presented more like a mental workout, where consistency and repetition are what really build those new pathways in your brain and in your emotions. Okay, so our destination is locked in. Now it's time for step 1, prepping the vehicle. And by vehicle, I mean your body. The entire focus shifts now to getting you physically into a state of receptiveness. The goal is to calm the nervous system down, hit the mute button on all that mental chatter, and just get ready for the inner work. And the way it does this is actually pretty simple, but man, is it effective. It's a cycle of tension and release. You're guided to tense up your whole body, like really squeeze every muscle, hold it, and then just let it all go with a big exhale. Repeating this 3 times creates this profound physical relaxation that just quiets everything down, making your mind ready for what comes next. Now that the body's nice and calm, the focus shifts completely inward. Step 2 is all about becoming an architect in your own mind. You're literally constructing a vivid, multisensory movie of your goal, but with one crucial rule. You have to see it as if it's already a done deal, like it has already happened. And this is a really important distinction. You're not just creating some static photograph. The instructions are very specific. Build a full-color, high-definition movie. And the most important part? You have to step inside it. You're not sitting in the audience watching the film. You are the main character, experiencing everything in the first person. Now we get to what is basically the engine of this entire process. Step 3. This is about taking that mental movie you just created and making it real on an emotional level. The meditation makes it very clear. Just seeing the goal isn't enough. You have to truly feel it in your body. To do this, it starts by asking a very direct question. How are you feeling? It pushes you to identify and actually generate the specific emotions you would have if your goal were real. The joy, the relief, the excitement, the peace, and to feel them right now, in this moment. But it doesn't stop at just emotion. The next question goes a whole layer deeper, asking, how are you being? This is all about identity. How do you carry yourself differently now? What's your new presence in the world? It's a call to embody the entire state of being of the person who has already achieved this. And from that new internal state, you're guided to look outward. The question, how does your world look around you, prompts you to look through the eyes of your future self, noticing how your environment and your interactions with people have already changed because of who you've become. So the whole point of these questions is to amplify those good feelings until they become an undeniable physical sensation. The meditation calls it an abundant, glowing sensation that fills you up. The aim is to make the feeling of success a tangible, full-body experience. And this quote, this one really gets to the heart of the philosophy here. The emotion isn't framed as just a passive feeling. It's the active ingredient. It's the energy that, in the language of this meditation, seals your contract with the universe.
It's like you're sending out the signal that you are ready.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most counterintuitive step of the process. After working so hard to build this incredibly detailed vision and this intense emotion, the final instruction is to do something that sounds kind of strange. Completely let it go.
So how do you just let go? The meditation offers this really powerful metaphor to help you. It says your goal is now in escrow. I love that. It's just like when you're buying a house, right? The deal is done, the outcome is secured and guaranteed. It's just being held for you until the divine right timing for delivery. It's a great way to visualize trust.
This means your job is essentially done. The main task now is to just release any desperate attachment or anxiety about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. You've set the intention, you've generated the feeling. The final step is to just have faith that the process is in motion.
The meditation doesn't just end there, though. It concludes by reinforcing your identity with these core affirmations. And this is such a key distinction. The practice isn't just about what you want to have, it's about reinforcing who you need to be to align with that reality.
And the very last step is to seal the entire experience with gratitude. You're instructed to feel thankful for your goal as if you've already received it. This acts as the final confirmation to yourself and to the universe that you consider it a done deal.
So that's the blueprint. From a clear goal, to physical relaxation, to vivid visualization, to embodied emotion, and finally to release and trust. We've just deconstructed the how behind this manifestation practice. And now that just leaves you with the question that always comes first. What new reality will you choose to build?